So, you need to get your Cadwell EZ3 system up and running, and you need to do it fast. Well, you've come to the right place. Let's walk through the essential hardware setup step by step.
Okay, here's the game plan. First, we're going to meet the hardware so you know what's what. Then, we'll dive into making all the connections. After that, we'll do a quick power-on check. Then, we'll launch the software. And finally, get you ready to start your very first study. Simple as that.
All right, first things first. Before we even think about plugging anything in, let's get to know the 4 key pieces of gear you'll be working with. Understanding what each part does makes putting it all together a whole lot easier.
Here are our 4 main players. First, you've got the amplifier. Think of that as the brains of the operation, collecting all the data. Then there's the remote input box, which is just a super convenient spot to connect your electrodes right at the bedside. The real heart of the system, though, is the power comm module. It's the central hub that powers everything and lets it all talk to each other. And lastly, we have the photic stimulator, which you'll hook up for specific types of studies.
Okay, now that we know who's who in the hardware zoo, let's start connecting the dots. We're going to follow the official diagram really closely to make sure every single cable goes exactly where it's supposed to.
So take a look. This is the big picture, what it all looks like when it's put together. Now, you'll notice that almost everything funnels back to that one central piece, the power/comm module. So let's zoom in on that and start plugging things in, one cable at a time.
First up, the most obvious one, power. Grab that main AC power cord and plug it right into the port that's labeled AC input. You can't miss it. It's that standard 3-prong connection right there on the back.
Next, let's get it talking. Take your Ethernet cable and plug it into the port right beside the power. This is a really important one. It's the digital lifeline between your hardware and your computer, so make sure you feel it click securely into place.
Now for the big one. This is the main data highway. Find that thick amplifier cable and connect it to its dedicated port. It's clearly marked amplifier. All of that crucial patient data is going to flow right through this cable.
And for the final plug on this module, if you're using the photic stimulator, that cable goes right here, into the port marked CPN. And just like that, our main hub is all wired up and ready to go.
All right, all the cables are in their homes. It's the moment of truth. Let's power this thing on and do a quick visual check to make sure the system is happy and communicating like it should be.
So once you hit that power button on the front of the power/comm module, you're going to see some little lights pop up on the amplifier. But what are they actually trying to tell you? Knowing how to read these LEDs is the key to knowing if everything's working right.
Okay, here's the secret to Coda Ring. If the power light is flashing green, that just means it has power, but it's kind of in standby. What you really want to see is a solid green power light. That's the signal that it's awake and ready to work. Now, when you see that solid green power light and a flashing recording light, that's the magic combo. That means the amplifier is on, it's active, and it's sending data. You're good to go.
Perfect. The hardware is on, the lights look good. Now it's time to head over to the computer and wake up the software. This is that final handshake that gets the 2 sides talking. This part couldn't be simpler. You know the drill. Turn on your PC, find that EZ3 software icon on your desktop, and give it a double click. It'll ask you to log in, so go ahead and pop in your credentials. And here's the most important part, just watch. The software should connect to the amplifier without any network errors. When you see that, you know the handshake was a success.
And we are in. The system is fully set up, everything's connected, and the software is communicating. That's fantastic. There's just one last little step before you can hit record, creating a new patient file.
So, right from the main start page of the software, you're going to click on New Patient/Study. A little window will pop up asking for the patient's information. Just fill in the required fields. After that, you'll choose the correct study protocol from the list. And once that's done, that's it. You're ready to check your impedance, make sure you've got good connections, and begin the study. And there you have it. In just a couple of minutes, we've taken a box of parts and turned it into a fully connected, verified system. The hardware is set, the software is talking, and you are now totally free to focus on what actually matters, your patient and capturing that high-quality data.